Okay, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a mini American Girl doll sized Starbucks cup or Frappuccino. Okay, so the first step is to make the straw. To make the straw, you want to take a Q-tip and you want to cut off the puffy part. So the next part is to cover your surface because this part's going to be a little bit messy. You don't want to do it on your table. You're going to take a green marker. It doesn't matter, I just have a Sharpie. And you want to take your time and color the whole thing. It doesn't matter if it looks bad, but it's still going to be good no matter what. Okay. So now that the straw is completely green, it definitely does look like a small little green straw. So now the next part is to make the color of your paint. So I just have this color. I can't pronounce it, but it starts with the yellow. And it's kind of like a yellowish, brownish, orangish, kind of like gold, but not shiny. And then the next one is a really dark brown that almost looks black. And so I'm going to add most of the brighter color to my plate. And if you have a paint mixer, you can definitely use that, but I don't have one. So I'm just using a paper plate, which is definitely still works. And I'm going to add just a drop of the brown, and that's just to make it look a little bit more like coffee. Ugh. And so to mix it, you can use a toothpick or a Q-tip like the straw with it cut off. But I'm using the back of the paintbrush, which is easy, really, really easy to mix it with. And you just want to mix it all the way. You don't want any swirls in it, or else it's going to look a little bit strange inside the cup. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more brown to it because it doesn't look that much like coffee yet. You don't want a lot. Because if you add a lot, it's going to turn out looking like burnt coffee, which that does not sound good. No. So I'm just going to mix that up. That looks kind of like a Frappuccino color. Okay, so I'm using a communion cup for the cup of the Starbucks cup. That sounds weird, but... So you can get these at church when you're having communion. And so I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to paint the inside of it. And you might need to do a couple layers. Last time I did this, I used maybe 2 or 3 layers because this is a see-through bottle and you don't want to see all the stripes that the paintbrush is making on it. You want it to look flat like coffee so that it looks more realistic. So I'm just going to finish off this layer, and then you can get a parent's permission to use your blow dryer to dry it quicker if you want it to go quicker. And that's exactly what I want. I want it to go quicker. And so here's my blow dryer, and I'm going to put it on high, and I'll go start right now. That was not expected. Make sure to get the bottom so that when you look underneath, it will be completely covered. And so I have 2 cotton balls here. You don't need 2 cotton balls. You only need 1, and you need to take a little bit off of the other one and add it into it so that you have enough. And you're going to try to fit it in to the communion cup. And make sure stuff pops up on the top so it looks like the whipped cream. And the cotton balls do help it to not be see-through. So now it's not see-through at all anymore in the light. So the next thing is a ball. And I got this at my church in a, I don't know what it's called, but I paid 25 cents. And I got this, and what it really is a tattoo inside of it that you can put on your skin. But I'm not going to use the tattoo. I'm using the ball, which is super strange sounding, but that's what's happening. And these are crazy hard to open. Just a little bit more. Okay, got it open. And this I'm going to put to the side because I don't need that. I need this, but this one's cracked, so I don't need that. I need this. And so what you're going to do is, you see that hole right in the middle? Well, you have to get your parent or your parents' permission to drill a hole inside that so that you can stick the straw in. I got my straw back, and now that I have the hole, I can fit it perfectly through. But I'm going to use this in 1 second. I just have a couple more steps to do, and then I'll be done. So you need your straw for this part, and you need this. You want to try to make a spot for your straw to go in, or else if you put this on and then put that in, it's going to look really weird, because I did that on this one, but then I messed up and I fixed it. So I'm going to take the brown paint and I'm going to place it onto my plate. I'm going to just be putting my end of the paintbrush into the paint, the brown paint, and I'm going to be dabbing it onto the whipped cream so it looks like chocolate syrup. Who doesn't want chocolate syrup on their Frappuccino? That sounds super good. I forgot about the step that actually makes it a Starbucks cup. The label. Okay, so I typed in Starbucks logo on Google, and I'm going to hit images. And then I'm going to find the one that I like, and I like this one. So I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to put paste. I'm going to shrink it down really small so that it will fit the Starbucks cup. I printed it out and I put it on 0.52 inches, and it should be the perfect size for the cup. And I'm just using Elmer's school glue. So I'm just going to add a little bit, because if you add a lot, it's going to look really weird and wrinkly and very soggy once you put it on. So I'm just going to put it a little bit on, and I'm going to carefully place it on. Now the next step is to take your green straw, and you're going to poke it into the place that you had it before. Hot glue would be the best for this part, but since I don't have any, I'm just going to use this, and this is what I used last time. So I'm going to really carefully put it on the glue on the side. And you may be thinking, Ellie, you should just dip it into glue instead of just carefully putting it on. But that's not a good idea. If you dip it in, then all your whipped cream, or you could say cotton ball, would get all messy and gluey, and it would not look good at all. So this is the better option. So I'm just going to stick it on, and then I'm going to wipe the edges so that all the glue is not poking out. Just using my finger to do this part. And there you have it. Well, that's it for me. Now it's your turn. That was really fun. I want to do that again.